There is a rule in the Tajweed that's called iwadh, and what that is at the end of a word, if you have the two fathas, the tanween an, and you stop on it, you have to stop with the alif on the end, with the on it. And normally speaking, they would write an alif on the end to indicate that when you stop on it, you have to stop with the alif. Like kitaban, they would write the alif on the end. If you stop on it, kitaba. And some examples are here. Like, for example, you have shukuran. If you stop on it, shukura. You say that. But if you continue on it, you don't stop on it, then you just ignore this alif. Just continue with the normal procedure. And then this is where you really have to remember it. Ma'an. What you have to do when you stop on it, you say ma'a with the alif. And when you have a hamza there, and with the two fathatans on it, they don't put an alif on it. So you have to remember that with the case of the hamza on the end. So the way you would say this is ma'a, 4 to 5 harakat over here after the ma, and then the an, you have to say it with the alif on it. Ma'a. If there's any other vowels on it, you say ma like that. But the an, you have to put an alif on the end. Iwadh. And another example, bina. Same deal. Over here, you also have a hamza in the word bina. And the fathatan, you have to add an alif on the end. Say bina. That you say that. And over here, this here, it looks like a ya, but it's actually an alif also. So you say huda, for example. And the same deal here. You have the fathatan on the end, and you put the alif on there to indicate that. And when you stop on it, you stop with alif. You say huda. So they call that iwadh. And when you stop on it, you have to stop with the alif on the end, with the two harakat alif. And that's the rule for it. It's not a well-known rule in the Tajweed, but that is something that is mentioned in many of the teachers in Tajweed. They mentioned that the iwadh for the rule of the Tajweed. There are some exceptions to it, and I'll talk about that in another video, inshallah. So I keep that in mind, inshallah. When you end a word with an, and you stop on it, you end it with a. And also sometimes you have it also in the cases of some verbs, so we'll talk about that. Like, for example, وَلَا يَكُونًا مِنَ الصَّاغِرِينَ. So yakunan over here, you have the fathatan, and if you stop on it, la yakuna, they also put alif on it. And the other exception is la nansifi'anna, la nasfa'anna. Okay, we'll talk about that in another video. Allah knows best, and may peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.